Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Christie. Tonight's homework is more practice with factoring. So list all the factors for each number. So the way that I'm going to do this is, remember when we did it in class, I showed you how to make a T. So I'm going to put the number up here, 25, and we're going to put the factors in pairs. And remember we talked about how the first factor pair is always 1 and the number. So 1 and 25. Then we ask ourselves, is the number even? Does 2 go into it? So we check the number in the ones place. It's an odd number, so 2 does not go into 25. Does 3 go into 25? Nope, because 5 plus 2 is 7, and 3 doesn't go into 7, so it doesn't go into 25. Does 4 go into 25? Nope, because 4 times 6 is 24, and 1 would be 25. Does 5 go into 25? Yes. 5 times 5 is 25. And now we know we're done, because there's no numbers in between 5 and 5. So when we list the factors, I'm just going to list them in order, but I don't mind, you can list them however you want to. But I'm just going to do 1, 5, 25. You don't have to put the 5 twice. Okay, so next is 21. So I'm going to do it the same way. 21. First factors are 1 and 21. Does 2 go into 21? No, because the 1 is in the ones place, which means it's odd. Does 3 go into 21? Well, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 does go into 3. So yes, 3 goes into 21. 3 times what is 21? So you can use your multiplication chart, or if you just know your multiplication facts, you'll know that 3 times 7 is 21. Does 4 go into 21? No, because 4 times 5 is 20, and then 21 is just one more. Does 5 go into 21? No, because the number in the ones place needs to be a 0 or a 5 in order for it to be divisible by 5. Does 6 go into 21? No, because 6 times 3 is 18, and 18, 19, 20, 21, so it's not 6. And then we're right back at 7. So we know we're done. So I'm going to write down the factors for 21. 1, 3, 7, and 21. 42 is the next one. Okay, so 42. And you can pause this video and see if you can get them on your own and then start it up again to make sure that you got them all. It's okay to do that too. So 42, 1 and 42. Does 2 go into 42? Yes, because 42 is an even number, because it's got a 2 in the ones place. So 2, 2 times what? Okay, so 42 is a big number. It's obviously not going to be on your multiplication chart. So remember we talked about how we break up the number, decompose the number in order to divide it? So 42 is equal to 40 plus 2. And we're dividing it by 2. Half of 40. Half of 40 is 20. Half of 2 is 1. And then we add those back together again. So it's 2 times 21. How about 3? Does 3 go into 42? Well, 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 does go into 6, so therefore 3 does go into 42. How many times? Well, again, 42 is a big number. It's not going to be on your multiplication chart in the 3's row. So let's break it apart. So we know that we can break apart 42 in simpler numbers. 30, because we know 3 times 10 is 30. And 30 plus 12, because that equals 42. So 30 divided by 3 is 10. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 10 plus 4 is 14. So 3 times 14 is 42. How about 4? Well, 4 doesn't go into 42, because we know that 4 times 10 is 40. 42 is just 2 more, so that won't work. We know 5 doesn't go in, because that number's not a 0 or a 5. 6, 6 does go into 42. And we know that because remember we talked about how if 2 and 3 both go into the number, then 6 goes into the number because 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 times what equals 42? 6 times 7. And now we know we're done because there's no numbers in between 6 and 7. So we're going to write the factors on the line. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21, and 42. Okay. So next we have 30. So let's look at 30. So the first one we put is 1 and 30. Is 30 divisible by 2? Yes, because 0 is an even number. So 2 times what is 30? Well, if you cut 30 in half, you know it's 15. How about 3? 3 goes into 30 because 3 times 10 is 30. How about 4? Well, 4 doesn't work because 4 times 7 is 28 and 30 is only 2 more, so that won't work. How about 5? Yes, 5 goes into 30 because it's a 0 in the ones place. 5 times 6 equals 30, and we know we're done because there's no numbers in between 5 and 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. Those are all the factors of 30. All right, let's do 44. 44. So 1 times 44 is the first one. Does 2 go into 44? Yes, because it's even. And 2 goes into 44. Again, we decompose 44 into 40 plus 4. Half of 40 is 20. Half of 4 is 2. So it's going to be 22. How about 3? Well, we know 3 doesn't go into 44 because 3 went into 42, and 44 is only 2 more, so that won't work. How about 4? 4 goes into 44 11 times. 5 does not go into 44 because the ones place is not a 0 or a 5. 6 doesn't go in either, nor does 7, or 8, or 9, or 10. And now we're back at 11. So we're done. So we have 1, 2, 4, 11, 22, 44. Okay, 26. I'm running out of space. I'm going to flip the paper over. There we go. 26. 1 and 26. Does 2 go into 26? Yes, because 6 is even. How many times? 26 can be broken up into 20 plus 6. Half of 20 is 10. Half of 6 is 3, so it's 13. And 3 doesn't go in. 4, nope. 5, nope. Nope, it's just this. So it's 1, 2, 13, 26. Okay, now let's do 15. 15, 1 and 15. And 2 doesn't go in because it's not even, but 3 goes in 5 times. And that's it. We know we're done. So 1, 3, 5, 15. Okay, 36. 36. So we have 1 and 36. Does 2 go into 36? Yes, because 6 is an even number. 2 times what? So let's break apart 30 plus 6. Half of 30 is 15. We already know that from the other problem. And half of 6 is 3. 15 plus 3 is 18. How about 3? 3 goes into 36 because we know 3 goes into 30 10 times. 3 goes into 6 2 times. So it's 12. also, I guess you would have seen that on your multiplication chart. 4 times 9. 5 doesn't go in, but 6 goes in. 6 times 6. And then we know we're done. So, 36 has a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, 36. There we go. Okay, now we've got 34. 34. So 1 and 34. And then 2, because 34 is even. 30 plus 4. Decompose the number. Half of 30 is 15. Half of 4 is 2. 15 plus 2 is 17. 3 doesn't go in. 4 doesn't go in. 5 doesn't go in. Actually, I don't think anything else goes in. You can check your multiplication chart, because I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure nothing else goes in. So 1, 2, 17, and 34. Okay. And the last one is 40. So, whoops. Okay. 40. So 40, 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 3 doesn't go in, but 4 goes in. 4 times 10, 5 times 8, 6 doesn't go in, and 7 doesn't go in, and there we are. So we'll write them down. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20, and 40. And there we go. That's it. Okay? And I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow.